Well, hello everybody. Okay, so I'm holding a movie ticket in my hand. It's a movie called the Old Towne Orange Movie. I have no idea what it is. I'm assuming it has something to do with historical architectural preservation or whatever. So we're going over into this theater over here. You see this one? That's the former Orange Theater. It's now called the Sunlight Christian Church Center, whatever. Anyway, there's the movie. They're having an event there. That's kind of nice that the church allows that. So that's where they're going to show the movie 6:30. So we're here about 45 minutes early. Nice warm day, like almost 90 degrees. Feels good. Anyway, I have a history at that place. Back in the late 60s and the early 70s, my parents used to, on Sundays, used to drop me and my sister and brother off at that theater over there. And we would watch, well, they would have, sometimes they'd have the two movies, the cartoons, and all the trailers and stuff. It was a lot of fun. We saw all the Barbra Streisand movies, Funny Girl, and On a Clear Day You Can See Forever, and all the Disney movies. I remember Song of the South and all those Captain Nemo and all the In Search of the Castaways. It was a lot of big fun. And I remember seeing House of Dark Shadows there. Remember the TV show Dark Shadows with Barnabas Collins? Well, that movie, we saw that there. Anyway, so Carlos is over there. I'm going to saunter on over, and we got a little bit of time to wait. But I'll go over there and see what's going on. Okay? What's kind of nice is they're doing photos here with this guy with an orange carpet. Orange carpet, because we're in the city of Orange. Very good.
Hello. Yep. Well, proceed right on to the theater.
Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Be careful.
Been a long time.
I remember that the restrooms used to be upstairs.
Any seat is fine, except the front row. Do you want to keep those for commemorative, or do you want to?
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's okay.
We'll take them.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this was seats before, obviously. Let's see. Want to go in the end? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so. All right. I feel so holy now. Okay. All right. Let's see now. We got supposed to start at 6:30, so we shall see. All right.
I just want to welcome you to our church. If you've never come here on a Sunday morning, you're certainly welcome. We'd love to have you at 10 o'clock. But a little bit about this building. It was built in 1928, I think by Cecil B. DeMille, and he would take his movie stars. We've had Pat Buttram, Lucille Ball, Judy Garland, Charlie Chaplin, all those, and they would perform on the stage. And if they did good, then he'd take them to Hollywood. It was built during the Great Depression, and the owner, the builder, made the walls 2 cinder blocks thick, so to keep the men working, because he didn't want them to lose their jobs. During the Depression, it was really hard to find work, and they put rebar in each. And it's built like a bomb shelter, and he kept having them do things just to keep them busy until the Depression was over. You're sitting in the original seats. that were here since 1928. We kept the building pretty much as is. When we first came, we saw the mural back. It's a pastoral scene of sheep, and it was perfect for a church. We've been here for 50 years. So just welcome to Sunlight, and I hope you enjoy the program tonight. I'm gonna call for whoever is coming up after me.
Okay. All right then. Cool. You know, one good thing about the fact that this is a church, many times these theaters, they would, well, like they did in Los Angeles, they would rip out the part where the theater is and put like a jewelry store in, or make stores and stuff, so they would take out all of the good things. This place is for the most part still intact, you know. It's amazing. I remember that there was a big organ, a Wurlitzer organ on the left side over there. It was over there on that side of the stage. Yeah, and then there were pipes and stuff up in those. I'd always be fascinated by that. So, you know what's amazing? To think that it's been over 50 years since I sat here to watch a movie. Very cool. All right. And we wait. Okay, well, I have to use the restroom, so it's still up here, and I remember the men's was over on this side. Yep. So, wow. Okay. A nursery. All right. Okay. Yeah, I remember this window looking down. Yeah. Looks all the same. Man. All right. Let's go back down.
Very nice to meet you. We love Garrett.
When you get the parents.
And this is my Uncle Will. I want to start off by saying thank you so much to Chapman University for sponsoring our gala on Sunday, making this all possible. And very importantly, I would like to say a huge special thank you to Pastor Joe and Nancy for letting us use the theater. This has been a dream of mine, and something that I get messages and comments about all the time is, why don't we have an Orange Theater and it's a church? So I want to take this moment to clear up some misconceptions. That's what I do best. So the church purchased the building in 1975. That was only after it was almost turned into an X-ray theater. The theater was purchased by two brothers. Fortunately for us, and unfortunately for them, one of the brothers shot the other brother. So one ended up deceased and the other one ended up in jail, and the church just happened to be the second ones in line. They bought the church for $250,000. Unbelievable, right? And in that time, I am so grateful that the church purchased the theater. They have been incredible stewards of the history. If you go on their website, they have preserved and maintained you can see all of the old posters for all the old movies that were shown here, from Snow White to how the theater got started. The theater was originally designed and built by Cecil B. DeMille for stars like Lucille Ball and Judy Garland to get their start. Everything from their dressing rooms to everything that you see in this theater is completely original. As you can see with the rest of our town, if somebody else would have purchased this building, it would have been gutted. So a huge special thank you to the church for preserving this building. I want to kick this off with Dan Parks. So Dan Parks created the Old Towne Film Festival. Like the church, he also had a dream and brought a film festival here to Orange. So it is with all of your support that he's able to continue to do this, and he made a beautiful film that honors the history of our city and talks a lot about how Orange still exists like it is today. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to Dan Parks.
Thank you, Miss Brandy. Let's give it up for Brandy. Yeah, so welcome. So I was asked a unique question. They told me when I got up here to ask how many people's first time in this building. You can raise your hand. Well, welcome. I want to also thank Sunlight. This has been a dream of mine as I've walked by this building. I was like, wow, what used to be in there? I've came to services before. I've seen another short film that was played a couple months ago. So it's been a dream of mine to have a project of mine play here. So I'm very thankful for that. I'd also like to thank O.T.P.A. O.T.P.A. for preserving Old Towne. If you guys didn't know, this is a part of O.T.P.A.'s 40th anniversary birthday party. So let's give it up for O.T.P.A. That is the group that named Old Towne Old Towne. That is why Old Towne is known as Old Towne. Old Towne is the largest historically designated place in the state of California because of O.T.P.A. So that's wonderful. If I give you, as a director of this film, I want to give you a little prelude into it. This film is all about participation. Right? So the theme of this film is because people showed up. So as you guys are watching it, I want you to define that and know that Orange is the way it is because of people like Sunlight, because of people like O.T.P.A., and also because of people like you. So we can keep Orange the way it is. You guys know we've had struggles. Some of those will be talked about on this film. But we need you. We need everyone in this building to show up and continuously show up. So I hope you guys enjoy the film. My hope for you guys is to see that and to know that participation matters and really know that everybody's story in this room matters. And that affects the bigger story about Orange and bigger story of the world. So thank you. Hope you guys enjoy the film, and we'll come back up later. So.
Thank you, everyone. We will have Q&A with Dan at the end of the film.
We were looking for a building, and there weren't any buildings available that we could find that we could afford.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I want to invite Dan Parks down because I'm sure, I know Orange, you guys probably have a million questions. And you guys can fact check them on all the history too, because I know a lot of you probably know more than both of us put together. Come on, Dan. So let's start with any questions that we have just by raise a hand. I can come out and find you, and I'm going to give Dan the mic.
Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking around for the Q&A. We really like Q&As. You guys participating in this movie, like you said at the end, Brandy's talking. She's the last one to talk there. She's like, we need a lot. We need people to start with showing up, and thanks for showing up this evening. So give yourselves a round of applause, please.
Okay, so that's that. Well, that was very interesting. And it's still warm out here. It still feels like it's in the 80s. But that was cool. All right. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye. From the beautiful, historic, picturesque, lovely town of Orange, California.